Chapter 22, Superior Class Level 1. This chapter is updated by Novels.pl. It was not the first time for Yuxi, the ninth Commandery Princess, to participate in the hunt in King Mount. Therefore, she knew where those savage beasts would be. The raw slope is ahead of us. I used to hear a red Smilodon tiger roaring over there. You know, red Smilodon tigers are medium class level 1 savage beasts, which are even stronger than in Iron Balls. Because I couldn't kill it, I didn't even get closer to it, she said. Zhang Yuochen and the ninth Commandery Princess got off the antelope horse and sneaked into the raw slope. They planned to find traces of red Smilodon tigers. Zhang Yuochen found traces of some dust-ups on the ground. A thick tree trunk had crashed down and its leaves had been burnt to ashes. There was a giant rock nearby and they saw some bloodstains near the rock. So someone else has killed the red Smilodon tiger? Asked the ninth Commandery Princess. Zhang Yuochen shook his head and said, those bloodstains are not from a red Smilodon tiger, but from humans. We should be careful because red Smilodon tigers can be nearby. Huff. All of a sudden, they saw a crimson tiger come hurtling down a steep slope, whose sharp claws were very close to Zhang Yuochen's neck now. Zhang Yuochen had reached the completion of Heaven Realm in his last life. Although he was now reborn, his soul and spiritual power remained at their previous levels. Thus, he was quite sensitive to any potential risks. He took one step to the right to avoid the attack from the red Smilodon tiger. Due to his quick reaction, he made it. After that, he pulled out a thunder arrow from the quiver on his back. He quickly injected genuine chi into the arrowhead and thrust the arrow into the abdomen of the red Smilodon tiger backhanded. Then he immediately jumped from the ground and moved backward. All this happened in just a few seconds. Before the ninth Commandery Princess knew it, the red Smilodon tiger had been attacked and had an arrow in its abdomen. Bang! The arrowhead of the thunder arrow exploded, which left a palm-sized wound on the tiger's abdomen. Now the red Smilodon tiger was bleeding. However, because Zhang Yuochen had thrust the thunder arrow with his bare hand, the impact force was not as strong as that of a wire bow. Because of this, the thunder arrow did not go deep enough to cause lethal damage to the tiger. The arrowhead was only 3 inches below the skin. Oh woo! Red Smilodon tigers were 3 times larger than normal tigers. They had 2 rows of sharp teeth, which were half a foot long. Each single claw could be used as a blade. Their power could be as strong as that of a warrior in the final state of the Yellow Realm, while their speed was as fast as a final state warrior as well. If an average warrior met a red Smilodon tiger, unfortunately, his life would end there. Now the red Smilodon tiger was just 10 meters away and the ninth Commandery Princess's face became even paler. That was a powerful savage beast. At such a close distance, even a thunder arrow could not be used well. Bows and arrows were long-distance weapons. Fight. She immediately took out a thunder arrow, placed it on a bowstring, and pulled the wire bow into the shape of a full moon. Phew! The thunder arrow flew out like a bolt of lightning. The red Smilodon tiger jumped up at an amazing speed. Without a doubt, the arrow missed the target. 1 second later, it was in front of the ninth Commandery Princess. The wire bow in her hand was snatched and thrown away by this giant savage beast. It opened its huge mouth and tried to bite her. The ninth Commandery Princess did a backflip, during which she used one of her fingers to hit the ground in order to do another backflip. Now she was 7 or 8 meters away from the red Smilodon tiger and had managed to avoid the attack. However, the tiger was even faster. It reached out one of its paws and hit the ninth Commandery Princess's head. The ninth Commandery Princess had just reached the level of the medium state. Therefore, her power was weaker than a red Smilodon tiger, while her speed was slower. If the distance was longer, she probably could have used a thunder arrow to pose a threat to the red Smilodon tiger. However, it was a short-distance battle. She could not use any genuine martial arms as a medium-state warrior. She could not win against a red Smilodon tiger. The movement of tiger claws caused a gale which hurt the ninth Commandery Princess's face. What was even worse, the claws were very close to her now. She thought she would die for sure. However, all of a sudden, she saw a man rushing over out of the corner of her eye. It was Zhang Yuochen. He was running toward the red Smilodon tiger. Elephant galloping. Zhang Yuochen hit the back of the tiger with his palm. It seemed that his palm made a huge sound, like the roar of a brute elephant. The power of the hit was equivalent to the strength of 16 bulls, and the tiger was thrown outward in 1 second. Boom! The red Smilodon tiger crashed into a tree nearby and fell to the ground. Zhang Yuochen rushed over there and utilized all of his genuine chi, making his palm as strong as a blade. Bang! His palm hit on the red Smilodon tiger's neck, crushing its trachea. The tiger was shaking because of its broken trachea. It tried to get up and rush toward the jungle, however, it just died very quickly. The 9th Commandery Princess stared at Zhang Yuochen in shock. She was amazed that he had killed the red Smilodon tiger with his bare hands. 9th brother, are you really a Dawn State warrior? You obtained your sacred mark just 3 months ago, right? She asked. Zhang Yuochen said with a calm voice, like I said before, both savage beasts and warriors have weaknesses. As long as you can spot their weaknesses, you can easily kill a warrior or a savage beast. The trachea is the weakness of a red Smilodon tiger. But I saw the hit, its power was at least as strong as the strength of 10 bulls. The 9th Commandery Princess said, I am a medium state warrior and I can't unleash such strong power. You just reached the Dawn State, however. How did you do that? Zhang Yuochen said, with a good physique. Even a Dawn State warrior can unleash the strength of 10 bulls. It's not strange. The 9th Commandery Princess stopped asking him. Zhang Yuochen's strong power had left a deep impression on her. This half-brother, who was just 1 day younger than her, was becoming harder to read. They saw the dead body of that red Smilodon tiger in the jungle not far away. A thunder arrow was thrust into the abdomen of the red Smilodon tiger. Yes, the arrow that was thrust by Zhang Yuochen earlier. Damn it. If I had my blue water sword with me, I'm sure I could have had a chance to beat it, or even kill it. The 9th Commandery Princess said, unreconciled. She was one of the top 2 beauties in Yunwu City. As a beauty with great intelligence, she had been chased by 2 savage beasts and saved twice by Zhang Yuochen. All that ruined her self-esteem. This proud princess told herself if she met savage beasts next time, she would hunt and kill them directly, utilizing her great skills. 9th brother, let's go and hunt some other savage beasts. Zhang Yuochen tapped the 9th Commandery Princess on the shoulder with an intense stare. He said in a low voice, don't move. She was confused right now. Before she could ask him why, she saw a deer with blue flames walking toward them slowly. It was a green fire deer. The 9th Commandery Princess could not stop trembling now and could feel that she was not breathing. Hump. Hump. That green fire deer had a pair of eyes that looked like rubies. It was about 2 meters tall, and its deer antlers were like 2 coral jade sticks. The deer's hair seemed to be on fire. Once the deer walked by, the topsoil was burnt by the fire from the deer. As a superior class level 1 savage beast, a green fire deer could be as strong and as fast as a final state of the Yellow Realm warrior. The only weakness of a green fire deer was that it was not good at defending itself. Its defensive techniques were even weaker than those of a red Smilodon tiger. Although this deer might not be good at defending itself, it was so fast that not many warriors could even get close to it, let alone attack it. Many warriors could be killed by a green fire deer without having the chance to attack it. What should we do now? The 9th Commandery Princess dared not to breathe now, feeling that her body was frozen. With their current cultivation, they could not compete against a superior class level 1 savage beast. In other words, they would probably die here. In previous years' mountain hunting on King Mount, it had happened that some warriors had lost their lives. The 9th Commandery Princess did not want to die here, which was obvious. She thought hard in order to save her life. However, given that a green fire deer was so fast, she probably would not even be given the chance to escape. Right now, unlike her, Zhang Yuochen was still calm, with conviction in his eyes. He took off the quiver and handed it to her and said, I have 2 thunder arrows left and you have 1, so altogether there are 3. You may not be able to kill it with the arrows, but with your techniques, you can at least pose some threat to it, right? What are you doing? She watched Zhang Yuochen walking toward the green fire deer, with her eyes wide open. She was confused. Is he going to hunt and kill that deer? That is a superior class level 1 savage beast.